Good morning, three cushion fans. Welcome to Viersen, Germany. We are about to start with the 35th World Championship for national teams. It's the group stage, it's the first day, it's the first match. And I hope you're looking forward to some great three cushion in the next 4 days. We're going to kick off with a good one. Table 1. Torbjorn BLOMDAHL from Sweden will play Peter de BACKER from Belgium. And some of you may wonder, where is Eddy Merckx? Because Peter de BACKER is playing with Wesley de Jager, and all this has to do with the policy of the national federations. The Belgian Federation has decided we are going to send the numbers 1 and 2 of our national championship to Viersen, which is a very logical thing to do. But Merckx was eliminated in that championship before the final, so the surprising Belgian champion is Peter de BACKER. The number 2 is Wesley de Jager. And they're going to take on the very well-known combination of BLOMDAHL and Nilsson. 9 times the winner here in Viersen. Record holder. Nobody has won this tournament more often than Sweden. This is a match from Group D. And I can tell you that the other teams in Group D are Austria, playing with Arnim Kahofer and Klaus Maurer, and a very strong team of Vietnam with Kuyachin Tran and Duc Anchin Nguyen. So dangerous group, strong group, Group D. Torbjorn BLOMDAHL has had his warm-up time, and Peter de BACKER will now get his 5 minutes. 2 minutes to go before the start of the match. Good moment for some general information. We're playing on Gabriel's tables here. Maybe you can see the logo on your screen. Dynaspheres balls, class 1 cloth in a grayish, maybe they call it anthracite, I don't know, grayish color. Looks very smart. And everything else is like we're used to in World Cups. The regular UMB rules will apply. BLOMDAHL, of course, ranked quite a bit higher than Peter de Backer, but we all know how dangerous that Belgian is. Not so long ago in the Kazum Challenge, where Peter de Backer made it to the final and Torbjorn BLOMDAHL was the commentator, he remarked that de Backer was one of the players with the best speed control he knew. Of course, a background in the classical disciplines, very good balk line, and one cushion player, has been for 30 odd years. And de Backer should never be underestimated, can beat anybody on his good day. But then of course so can BLOMDAHL. These players in the first round on the first day may have to deal with sliding tables a little bit more than the guys in the third and fourth round today, or play tomorrow. Things will be just a little bit more normal. We may see some points sliding by in this first round. And it's part of the quality of the players, how quick they manage to adjust, to feel what the table is doing. But then again, you can be 60 years old like BLOMDAHL, having played three cushion at the highest level for more than 40 years, and still have trouble making certain points on new cloth. It's just super difficult sometimes on day one. Table 2, Wesley de Jager playing Michael Nielsen. Table 1, our table, ready to play now. Peter de Backer and Torbjorn BLOMDAHL. Here we go. Have fun, people. Enjoy. Backer winning the leg as usual. He almost always wins the leg, playing super fast, beating his opponent by a couple of seconds. And that little trick has won him the leg hundreds of times in his career. First little mistake by the Belgian. That cross table was makeable. And BLOMDAHL is looking to see if he has this ticky. Can he somehow get that yellow ball behind the red? Very hard to reach. It's a point. And he'll be happy with the result. First little mistake by the Swede. I'm not even sure if that line was on. The line played by the BACKER there. And this is a tricky short angle for BLOMDAHL. Not easy to find that line on new cloth. And he's left the BACKER with a decent chance. Cross-cut shot of the inside of the yellow. Long, short, long. And he's played it well. Couldn't have played that one much better. Nicely out of the kiss and decent position for the red. Fairly quick player, the BACKER. Doesn't need a lot of time for most of his points. And of course, part of his reputation as a player is that he's very good at defending. He can make your life a misery if you're the opponent. BLOMDAHL has a good bank shot here, but he opts not to play it. He's going for a thin hit, left side of white. And he's hit it too thin. Not the very best of starts for BLOMDAHL in this match. But it's still young and things can happen. The BACKER's body language showed that he didn't like that one. Knew he had missed it instantly. And there you see it, grabs the jog. The player is always first to know. Now that's good judgment there. That cue ball picked up a lot of length on the third rail. If you look at it go, this is where you still think he's missed it. But it's new cloth, extra length on the third rail, and he's made the point. Good line, but a little low on speed. Could have used 20-30 centimeters more. That's so unlucky. He needed almost a perfect hit there to get the right cushion. And he's hit it too well. Only on new cloth can you miss that in this way. Little draw for the BACKER. Red into the short rail. Lots of English now. Very good line he found there, but making that line and avoiding the kiss was just a touch too difficult. I'm very pleased to see that the Festhalle in Viersen is already 50% filled. No Germans in the arena, no German players yet. So it will probably get a little bit better even later today, tomorrow. The Germans always show up when their heroes, Martin Horn, Christian Rudolph in the past, Ronnie Lindemann this year, Karaca, Cengiz Karaca, when they do well. And we can talk a bit about favorites maybe. Just had a little conversation with somebody who knows the game well, and we agreed that there are a handful. I wouldn't count this Belgian team among the favorites, but the Swedes can certainly win it. Spain is very strong. Sanchez and Legaspi. The Dutch, Jaspers and De Bruin, certainly a candidate for the title. And then, of course, very strong South Korean team with Jung-Han Heo and Heng-Jae Kim. And let's not forget the title holders, Turkey. They show up today, this week, with Semi Sayginer and the world champion Tayfun Tajdemir, currently the hottest player in the world. Just won last week the World Cup in Las Vegas. Half a dozen teams can win here. I should have mentioned maybe the Vietnamese also. Kuyat Chin Tran and Dukan Chin Wen. The team we are missing in this week is Colombia. They did so well last year, beating the Dutch. Uberne Catano and Pedro Gonzalez were the sensation last year. Tricky little short angle for the BACKER. Ooh. Missed that on the professional side. He has good defense, but he'll still be unhappy to have missed that one. That looks like a fantastic fluke by BLOMDAHL. Full into the kiss. 1, 2, 3 rails. Perfect. A little wry smile from the BACKER. I always like to say you have ugly flukes and pretty flukes. This was a pretty fluke. First time out for BLOMDAHL. All sorts of solutions that are not quite there. Everything just a little bit difficult, a little bit tricky. What a beauty he's played there.
First time out.
Great shot by the Swede. Just a little bit of reverse English. Just enough to hold it. Perfect judgment. Best point of the match so far.
First time out.
Cross table for the BACKER. Should really get this. Very big target. No problem. How's your luck? Could have been better, could have been worse. Now here's another point that you wouldn't play on old club cloth. But he thought, the BACKER thought he would get so much English on the third rail. He'd get there, and he was wrong. Did not get there. Leaves a decent position for BLOMDAHL. And he is amazed that he's long, amazed that he's missed it. I sort of predicted it. We would see a couple of points where the cue ball just slides by because of the new cloth. Even with these very experienced players, it simply will happen sometimes.
Thanks.
10 points all in 9 innings. The bucket tried to find an easy solution there, rail first, but wasn't there. Sometimes you play a point against your better judgment because the alternative just looks too difficult.
Schweden 0.
Red ball not in a nice spot for the players. It's just a bit too far out of the corner to be reachable from any shots. The bucket tried precision, loads of English to make the third ball larger, but couldn't find the line. And sometimes that red ball, when it clings to the rail, can be there for a few innings. Not this time. BLOMDAHL's going to remove it. Gets kissed out. Not another fluke. Maybe he hit just a little bit too much of that red. Rail first, left-hand English. And he's played a very good point there. Good judgment. Here's the reward. And again, a miss on the professional side. Most amateur players would miss that long on new cloth. The bucket told himself, whatever you do, don't hit too much ball, and he hit it too thin. I think we can all relate, because we've all done it.
Schweden 0.
probably 4 rails, or that would be my guess at least. Long, long, short, long. I thought he would have that. It looked good on the way, but this is where it looked good to me. It does slide, Torbjorn, but not that much. So both players still struggling a little bit, trying to get a grip on the table.
Zwei.
His thinking time was mostly about where to leave the red, because the point was just about unmissable. The BACKER's time for a fluke. And he'll like that one. Fluke with position.
Vier.
He has a very decent red ball there, positioned well, but the angle to the yellow is not perfect, so he's not going to play towards the red, he's going to play off the red. Twice around. That will slide, and it will slide too much. That was tough. Excellent shot by BLOMDAHL. Good line, good speed. And a 16-10 lead doesn't mean all that much between these two. But that's a disappointing shot for BLOMDAHL. He would have expected to make that, or at least come a little bit closer. That's too far off. Handed the backer a tikkie. And the backer said, thank you, I'll pick that one up. Going a long way for this one. And he's missed it short by a long way. We are still in the process of players trying to understand what the table is doing. That was a little bit tougher than it looked. He made it look easy, but had to hit exactly the right amount of ball to get out the kiss. No kiss, good point. And this looks very generous. That's a very nice place for the red ball. That's where you want it. So the backer is opening up a little bit of a lead over Torbjorn BLOMDAHL. Two or 3 points would mean nothing, but it's 19-11 now, and that's starting to be significant. Couldn't get the yellow quite where he wanted it, but maybe he's very quick to decide that this is a twice around. He must be certain he's long enough. And he was correct. That could be an important point. Red ball very close to the rail. You need to be careful here. If you make an error of judgment, hit just a fraction too much ball, you're going to miss it by several inches. But it looks like the backer has found his rhythm. And Torbjorn BLOMDAHL is in trouble. We are at the halfway point. We're going to have a very short break, and I'll see you in a couple of minutes.
And he's won the World Cup in Sharm el-Sheikh. Semi Saganay wins his 7th.
Was braucht man, um Menschen zu bewegen? Wie haucht man einer Maschine Leben ein? Wie macht man sich die Kraft der Natur zunutze? Auf all diese Fragen haben wir die passende Antwort gefunden. Auf die richtige Verbindung kommt es an. Darauf, immer das richtige Produkt parat zu haben. Individuell und maßgeschneidert für jeden Anspruch. Schnell und zuverlässig Probleme zu lösen, bei denen andere längst aufgegeben hätten. Dafür sorgen kompetente und motivierte Mitarbeiter, die immer ihr Bestes geben, Tag für Tag. Das Ergebnis: ein Produkt, das höchsten Anforderungen genügt, herausragend und unverwüstlich. Hergestellt an einem Ort, der Tradition und Innovation vereint. Und das alles in einem Familienunternehmen, das auf jahrzehntelange Erfahrung zurückblicken kann. Darauf vertrauen Kunden in über 40 Ländern weltweit. Sie vertrauen darauf, dass wir immer die optimale Verbindung parat haben. Wir sind SAB.
We are back in Viersen for the second half of the match between Torbjorn BLOMDAHL and Peter de Backer, or maybe I should say Sweden versus Belgium, because as you all know, this is the World Championship for national teams. De Backer has a good lead over the many-time world champion, 23 points to 11 after 15 innings. BLOMDAHL's teammate Michael Nilsson has a 20-14 lead over Belgium's Wesley de Jager. And BLOMDAHL is at the table, having made the first point. Tried a bit of a combination shot there, BLOMDAHL. Maybe I'll get it off 3 rails, maybe I'll get it off 5 or 6 or 7. None of it worked. And he's left a decent one for the BACKER. Another miss on the professional side for the Belgian. Trying to flatten out that line, the cue ball line. Made it too flat. All these errors are caused by the new cloth and the trouble they have getting used to it. It's not lack of quality. We're playing on some of the best tables you can buy anywhere in the world. But these things are inevitable on a first day. Doesn't like it. Tough to reach. What can I do, says BLOMDAHL. Where can I go? Oh, this is so tough. Didn't play to go short, long, short there. He played to go short, long, long, and then back it up all the way to the red. The BACKER learned from his miss in the previous inning. That helped him judge this one. And he'll be very disappointed with that one. You're in the chair, you're thinking, well, I'm 24-13 up against BLOMDAHL, but there's a little voice in your head that says, maybe I should have been 28-13 up. a little artistic shot, but it's hardly, almost not worth the term artistic because it was fairly easy. Can he turn this into some sort of tiki? You think so? Get the red out of the way first. Very convincing. Now, is BLOMDAHL finding some rhythm? That would be nice for the match. There's another kiss. He negotiated the first one. Couldn't get out of the second one. Lovely point there by the BACKER. Reverse English. Perfect speed. Now it's interesting to look at the speed he uses for this shot. It's a typical the BACKER speed. If I miss, my cue ball is going back to the other end of the table. On the one hand, it's a quality. On the other hand, if you are full of confidence and you play that point with controlled speed, it'll give you position. So let's say a Tasdemir or a Jaspers in good form would probably use controlled speed for that shot, not defensive speed like the BACKER did here. It's a really nice contact, thin contact here. He knew that would slide a lot. All he had to do was get to the corner, and he did. These are signs that BLOMDAHL is certainly not out of this match yet. Ooh. Couldn't be much closer on that one, but he's missed it. So the gap is now 5 points. And he's left the BACKER with a tricky round the table, tricky cross table. What's he gonna play? I can't see. Looks like he's going around the table. And indeed he was, but he's way long, it looks like. I have a few different perspectives here to look at. I can watch my monitor and I can watch the table. And sometimes the two give you a little bit of a different impression. Monitor is 3x5. The table, of course, is twice as long as white, so it's 3x6. That's a clever double the rail by BLOMDAHL, but the reward is not very good. Makes a good point here, but look where the balls have ended up. Not very nice. Fixes that problem. Both players extra dangerous when they start to play fast. Both the BACKER and BLOMDAHL. Digging in, he's going off the white into the short rail. No, couldn't get deep enough into the ball. Missed it by a long way. But the gap has been closed. It's a match again, 26 points to 24 in 20 innings. And the other table, Leslie de Jager has closed the gap. 21 points to 21 over there. So the Belgians could maybe open this tournament with a big surprise.
Belgien 0.
A couple of things you probably already know, but I should mention them. This stream is brought to you by Five&Six on the YouTube channel. My name is Bert van Manen. I'll be your commentator, and I will be gone for a minute a few times today because I'm having a lot of trouble with a hernia. I need to lie down for a little bit, a couple of times a day. So when there's no commentary for 1 or 2 minutes, nothing wrong with your internet. I'll be back, as the Terminator used to say. Difficult shot for BLOMDAHL here. Long, short. Find the third rail. Oh, he has it. That was a pretty point by the Swede. Almost no margin for error. Very good. Not this one. He'll be happy with that one. So often a thin contact on the third ball will give you position for the next shot. And this one too. If he had hit the yellow ball full, he would have had almost no position. And this looks pretty good.
Hi.
Now this needs to, I was going to say this needs to back up, but it would have been, certainly would have been long. No chance of 3 rails and no chance with the backup. So the kiss really didn't matter. And he hasn't left anything easy for the Swede. That would have been way long. Very good shot by the BACKER. Needed a thin hit with loads of English. Just out of the kiss, just found the line. Excellent. That was a free point. The BACKER in the home stretch is on 32. And this is when both players know every inning can be the last one. Does it have the legs, this one? No, it does not. That is unlucky. If he's just, I don't know, 2 millimeters longer or shorter, in both cases he has the point. Very creative solution by BLOMDAHL, just missed it. What a lovely point that would have been if it made it. The BACKER trying long, long, long. And he is in between his chances. Not enough speed for this one. Has he left anything? Difficult bank shot. BLOMDAHL probably looking to go behind the red. 4 rails first. Perfect. Nothing easy here for the BACKER. Hampered by the red. That is what most of us would have tried, and that's the result that most of us would have gotten. Michael Nielsen has opened up a gap again. It was 21-21, it's now 21-32 to the Swede. Trying very thin hit on the left side of the red with right hand English. Needs to be so thin. Great shot. Another tricky one. Left hand English, long, long, short. Nope. Hit way too much ball. Our friend Tayfun Tazdemir is the king of that shot. Reverse English, long, long, short. Makes them look so easy. Let's just say he's the world champion for a reason. Another super thin hit for the BACKER. He got there. Well done. Needs only 6 more, so worrying times for BLOMDAHL. Looks like long, long, long for the BACKER here. And that's a kiss we've all seen dozens of times. And we still keep playing it. He hated it the second he hit it. Little time shot maybe for the BACKER. Tried to push the yellow into the corner, but he pushed it in and out of the corner, so that's not going to work. And this is a good chance for BLOMDAHL to do something about that 5-point difference. Needs to make a few here, put pressure on the BACKER. Why the 4 rails and not the 3 rails? Because the 4 rails gave him a nice line for the red ball. Here you can see the result. Totally deserved that one. And he is very disappointed to have missed that short. A bit of tension in the arm for the BACKER. It was good enough. All possible kisses out of the way, and the BACKER is playing for 3. Another kiss we've seen before many times. Players wouldn't call that bad luck. They would call it a mistake. This needs to shorten up. That's not going to reach. Or is it? Oh my goodness. At this point, BLOMDAHL probably knows it wasn't good enough this morning. the BACKER finishes in 28 innings, he'll be happy. BLOMDAHL will not. But here's another chance. Expected more of that one. That's a good start. It's a big ask. He needs 10. But the first one was a good one. And so is the second one. Look where he placed the red. Perfect. This is almost unmissable. And this time the white is clinging to the long rail. Could have ended up a little more fortunate for him. Can still go inside. Short, long, long. Ten is a lot of work, but he's almost halfway there. Five playing for five. He may have to play a Jasper's shot here off the white. Short, long, short. Played thin, so the white stays on the one side of the table. Played it too thin, nowhere near the point. And because he was so thin, the yellow travels way too far up the table again. No defense. Good chance for the BACKER. Match point for the experienced Belgian. On the other table, Michael Nielsen has won his match against Wesley de Jager. And that's the final point for Peter de Backer. do have an equalizing inning. It's a lot to ask. 5. Hitting a good break-off shot will often get you to 3. Making 5, you need a little bit more luck. Hit it even thinner than he wanted to. Still a good shot. Needs 3 more. That looks pretty good too. Three playing for 2. I feel pretty confident about the 4th. What about the 5th? He doesn't like this. BLOMDAHL does not like this one. Why did he not like that one? There you have it. He's missed the 40th. Peter de Backer beats Torbjorn BLOMDAHL 40 points to 39. Gets the congratulations of his teammate Wesley de Jager. And that's our opening match of the day. Thank you for watching 5&Six. There's a lot more good billiards to come today.
Sowie Österreich und Vietnam. Vielen Dank für spannende Spiele. Um 14 Uhr geht es dann gleich weiter mit den Partien Niederlande gegen Jordanien und Frankreich gegen Spanien. Die Schiedsrichter machen die Tische fertig. Ich darf Sie einladen, sich ein wenig zu stärken in den Wandergängen oder hier im Festteil Keller. 14 Uhr die nächste Partie Niederlande gegen